You sure what I'm saying?
There's no male best friend. I don't want you talking to it. I don't want you to have a male trainer. You have to have a female trainer. And that matter of fact,
no, stop it. If I had a trainer and he was a male, like, you wouldn't have anything to say about that. I'm not going to go and seek out a female trainer to appease you.
You know, when you told me another story about a female trainer. So no, you can't have no trainer. When we go to the gym together, and that's what we go.
You
to the
know
gym
something?
together.
Let me tell you something. He is not lying.
I know. Don't have to tell the story. But yeah,
I'm gonna tell the story.
I'm gonna
tell the story
about
a
female trainer.
No, I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking about that. When we were, Logan was maybe 3 years old, so that would have made Madison 5 years old. I decided that I wanted to take some acting classes. I'd always been interested in acting, and I just wanted to do it for sport, just as a hobby, something fun. And I found an acting class in New York City, and I joined the acting class. Rashawn wasn't really supportive of it, but I joined the class. It was the day before I was going to the class, and there were some things I had to bring, some things I had to prepare. I see my husband bringing and preparing the same things. You know why? Because he joined the acting class too.
God damn it.
Tracy Moore Marable's acting class in New York City. My husband took the class with me to watch me and to micromanage me.
I did. I'm not gonna sit there. And it was,
he had no interest in acting.
And there was some hooligans
he wound
in
up
that
being
class.
really good at it.
Yeah, there was some hooligans in that class.
What hooligans?
Jim Jones was in that class. You God was in that class. What's her name? I was gonna say Mandy. What's her name?
The girl that worked at Virgin.
What's Mendici's? Yandy. I said Mandy. Yandy was in that class. What's the girl that was on 106 in Park? The Spanish girl after Roxy.
Oh. No. Justinia? No.
No, Justine.
No.
She was dating Maxwell for a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
She was in the class. I don't remember her name. No. But all of them were in the class.
Roxy. It was Roxy.
It wasn't Roxy.
It wasn't Roxy?
It was after Roxy.
Okay.
Yeah, but all
anyway,
of them.
So what?
So no. So nah.
So what? You thought you God was gonna sweep me off my feet?
Yep.
Like, come on, like.
Yep.
Disclaimer. I love DJ Envy. I watch him. I follow him. He's funny to me.
He puts himself out there.
I'm gonna be real. DJ Envy. From this clip, you can't judge anybody's marriage, relationship from a small clip. I did not watch this whole interview, but the information presented in this clip is giving.
Welcome to Relationship Talk with the Geths. Join Ed and Maya, a dynamic husband and wife duo, as they share real and honest advice on love, dating, and marriage. As transformational relationship coaches, they specialize in helping both singles and couples enhance communication, build intimacy, and experience greater pleasure in their relationships. They also offer online courses tailored for singles and married couples and are fully licensed to officiate weddings. Now, let's dive into today's session.
Disclaimer. I love DJ Envy. I watch him. I follow him. He's funny to me.
He puts himself out there.
I'm gonna be real. DJ Envy. From this clip, you can't judge anybody's marriage, relationship from a small clip. I did not watch this whole interview, but the information presented in this clip is giving insecurity, projection, lack
All
of
that.
trust,
All that.
and very, very much controlling. So starting with the fact that he said no male friends out the gate,
No male
like,
trainers.
no male or female trainers, because she had a story about a female trainer. So maybe a female trainer tried to hit on her, and he shut that down. So what you're doing is you're like creating a box to put this woman in, which sounds like you don't trust her judgment at all. You don't want her to be around anybody that could possibly even approach her. Yeah, you go to work every day, and ain't nobody going with you. So she was interested in pursuing acting, and she went to acting classes, and you felt the need to show up to what would be her place of business to watch her. Does she watch you in the same way? If she watched you in the same way, what would she find? Because of the way you're projecting,
Right.
it sounds like she would find a lot of what you're trying to protect her from.
Oh boy. Ooh.
And that's just what comes through
Look
from
at
this
look
clip.
at the detective right there.
That's what comes through from the clip. That you are afraid that she will find who you really are in these people.
Do you know that story?
No.
He's been caught cheating. Like
Oh, well, there we
he
go.
put it out there. So I know that's where that comes from.
That's what it sounded like.
And what I get from it is he's afraid of that lick back. He's afraid she gonna get that lick back. She obviously forgave him because they have a beautiful life together. They're doing this beautiful podcast. But in the back of his mind, he was like, "Ooh, the way I did her." I mean, he must have did her pretty grimy because he is overly insecure and protective and micromanaging. It's because he's afraid of the lick back. He's afraid of karma, whatever it is, and he probably hadn't fully come to grips that she gave him grace and forgiveness because he still is, if he believed he fully forgave her, he would just be like, you know what, hey, do
That
you
she
because
fully
you deserve.
forgave him.
Mm-hmm.
So, advice to men.
Okay.
Just because in this situation, he cheated,
Yep.
she forgave him.
Mm-hmm.
If your woman forgives you and the two of you decide to move forward, you have got to heal. You too. Like, she has to heal, but you have to forgive yourself.
Right.
And figure out how to accept her forgiveness
Ooh,
and walk
come
in
on.
it,
That's true.
because you can't do stuff like this. This is why. If there is a woman, hear me. If there is a woman who wants to cheat on you, she gonna cheat on you. You can try to cover who's training her, who's at her acting class. If at any point during the day,
By all her wardrobe so she ain't revealing, you can do all that.
if you got to go to work, if you are not determined to be with her 24/7, if you're going to be with her 24/6, and she got 1 hour, if she wants to cheat, a woman will cheat, and you ain't going to know nothing about it if she don't want you to know. So get out of that whole, I have to control every step so she won't get a lick back. You just need to be grateful that you're in relationship with a woman who loves you enough to forgive and move forward with you.
Right.
But both of y'all gonna need some work after that.
Right.
Y'all can't just move on.
Right.
Like, and she can't just go to counseling so that she can figure out how to walk in her forgiveness. You got to figure out how to walk in it too.
Right. Right.
How do you forgive yourself? How do you accept it? How do you stop projecting?
That part. Yeah, that part of stop projecting is tough because that means it still lives in your head and it still is controlling the way you make decisions, the way you move, the way you interact in your relationship. It can either hold you back or it can overpower what you're trying to bring in a relationship. Y'all could be, they obviously are growing something beautiful together because I like the podcast, but it could hinder things down the line.
He is a walking tank song. Maybe I deserve. Maybe I deserve for you to go out and find somebody else.
It's a good
Another
song.
guy, whatever. Yeah, I deserve for you to stay out with him all night. Maybe I deserve.
I don't deserve that.
Maybe you do.
I don't.
That's what I'm saying. If you sit up here and cheat, maybe you do deserve it. But is your woman graceful enough to say, I'm not going to give you what your sins deserve? I'm going to walk as a wife as God has led me to walk. I'm not going to do to you what you did to me. I'm going to do something different.
And he's got to trust that. And
He's got to trust that.
He's trying to prepare himself for the hurt, and that's not what you need to do.
He is preparing to avoid the hurt,
Right.
the pain
That
that
part.
he caused.
Right. Right. Right.
You can't get in front of it that way.
That's the wrong way.
Because then
to
you're
do
going to make her miserable. And you're going to end up getting left not because you cheated, but because you're controlling. You just swapped out sins.
Right.
I'm going to stop cheating, but I'm going to control every moment that you...
Now, we say all this, but they got a beautiful podcast, kids. You think it'll continue to work that way, or it'll just always be something that could hover that they should just not let it stand right there? Like, he should work on that.
He's got to work on that.
Right.
Because she does not seem happy being controlled. She didn't want to see him pop up at her. Because that makes you feel like, I haven't done anything for this lack of trust.
And that's got to be somewhat embarrassing, you know.
It is. It's embarrassing to me.
Right.
For him to do it to her.
Right.
Like, if I signed up for the acting class, I don't care if Jim Jones is here. Like, it doesn't matter. If I choose you, then just stand in that. I chose you. Because I could get somebody else. And would have left if I wanted to be somewhere else.
And I do, not to excuse it, but I can see his thinking when she signed up for the class, like, oh, so-and-so in here, so-and-so. And he like, oh, absolutely not. These are dirt balls. I know, and I'm sorry to call out some of my friends, having grown up around a ton of dirt balls, a former dirt ball myself, that would be tough. Knowing that dirt balls are around your wife and knowing what you did and plotting.
But you having a problem with your wife being around dirt balls speaks directly to your thoughts about her integrity.
True.
She's always going to be around dirt balls. She's going to be around dirt balls at the gas station.
Right.
They're everywhere.
See, those are those dirt balls that I know.
Right.
The ones you don't know.
Jim Jones. And
you got
whoever else is in this class.
Yes.
So he feels like Yandy's there. Maybe Mendices is going to be there.
Right.
You know these people, but you don't know old boy down at Target. Like, just because I don't have a trainer, I'm going to the gym. You ain't going to go to the gym with me every time. There going to be dirt balls at the gym. They're everywhere.
Absolutely.
You have to trust me not to do that. And if you don't, leave me.
Ooh, come on.
If you don't trust me, hey, if you don't want me, don't talk to me. If you don't trust me, don't be married to me.
Come on, Fantasia.
Go over there. Because what you're not going to do is breathe down my neck like a fire-breathing dragon.
Right, for what you did.
For what? For the decisions you made. So now I got to get treated like I cheated.
Right.
Oh, I'm gonna write. That might be a song. I got to get treated like I cheated. Hey, is that a song?
I like it. I'll bop it.
I didn't cheat like I cheated. Nah. That was you. Never mind. I don't want the song no more. And I'm done with the episode. So, did you have anything else?
That's it.
That's definitely the end.